It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Bears and the Texans on Sunday night primetime.
In the only building this franchise has ever known, we're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Welcome to week 2, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt here with you. Really happy you could join us in a game that's already an early must-win for both of these teams, Brock. They were each losers back in week 1.
It's only 2 weeks, Kate, of a 17-game season, and people I know out there are going, come on, a must-win right now. But the percentage of teams all-time who make the playoffs after an 0-2 start, it's right around 10%, so you are spot on once again. Not impossible to do, but your season outlook's a whole lot better if you're the team who wins this one.
Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And leading them out to the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the number 1 pick, and you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair and eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
2nd and 3 now. Williams on the play action. That's more of the catch out left. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Chicago first down. Williams from the gun. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball. Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Williams to throw on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Carney's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jalen Johnson with the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. Third and just 2 to go. Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 3 on that gain. And it sets up a Houston first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. On the ground again with Mixon. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This one quickly to Dell. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. And that one's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tank Dell. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's complete, here's Kirk. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Working inside the red zone, and a man is there to knock that away.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. Drops back. Needs an open man.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Everly's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Williams to throw on first. That's into the hands of Moore. And he reaches the 35 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Williams set to pass. The right side hauled in by Komet. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. First down, Williams. Moore's got it! And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, here's Swift. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 29. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Running with Swift out of the gun. Still has room inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears break the tie here in the first. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Running left is Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
First down, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Stroud now. His pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Here he is on third and long. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. It looked to me like that was actually his primary read on the play partner, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Yeah, definitely some advanced scouting by this defense. They know that running back can be dangerous as a pass receiver as well. Like so many in the league today, this defense was ready. Offense wanted to create that matchup, but the defense, they were prepared, and they took it away.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. They've got first down from the 31. Running behind center with Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Here's Swift on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Out of the pistol, Williams. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be a 44-yard look. Carney's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They're down 10 as they take over. We've got a 13-3 ball game. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Stroud off the play fake. Completed to his running back. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Here's 2nd and 5. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Looking to throw, Stroud. Throw right side, Dell has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They'll throw it again. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running right with Chubb. This is ahead for about 5. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. To the air, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. But that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure.
Texans gonna kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. The Bears returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. First down throw by Williams. Able to get it to Moore. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Williams on the play action. Into the hands of Duvernay. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Brought in right side by Moore. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. On the move, headed right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You spend the entire week working on your red zone offense, and when you get your opportunity, the last thing you want to do is go backwards. Takes you out of rhythm. And your kicker on that sidelines, he's not too happy either.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Carney's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun now, first round. Into the hands of Schultz. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Hit made by TJ Edwards. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 36. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, Stroud. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so 2nd down coming up. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion. We've
hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans looking for a score before halftime. They've got first down from the 31. Stroud has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And in for the Houston touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. First down, Williams. Moore's got it. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. Williams from the gun. That's into the hands of Moore. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. The quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they face 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. A give right side for Swift. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. An 8-yard gain, but still left with 4th and a bunch. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bears in front. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate. Thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. The Saints off to an ideal start as they move to 2-0 with the road victory. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Robert Woods, a touchdown catch in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, it's the Falcons and Eagles from Philly at 8:15 Eastern Time. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. A give left side. Here's Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you can't get the pick, at least make sure a catch isn't made. That's the job of every defender out there, and he made sure that one wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets him around 6 there. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Here's Williams. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st down, ball at the 36. They run the counter with Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Komet brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Williams to throw on 1st. Short pass brought in. And that's good for a gain of 5. That stop coming from Henry To'o. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Carney's kick is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
So give him a 4th in this game to the surprise of absolutely nobody. They've had to settle for field goals quite often. But to his credit, he has stepped up confidently, consistently, and been the scorer they need him to be.
Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Collins got it left side. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. On play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Texans set to punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Bears football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Completed here to Komet. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. This is Swift. And they had that one contained right at the line. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Going to run again with Swift. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They run with Swift. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throw by Williams. Connecting on the slant. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll toss it to Johnson. Jukes out a 1-stop. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
On the carry, it's Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8. To throw is Williams. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything. And this defense just proved he couldn't.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Carney's kick is good. And that grows their lead to 12.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. This, our last play of the quarter. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Slot man motioned over. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing is Stroud. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Finds Stover. And this one doesn't go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Stays in the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect to a Tank Dell. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they continue to trail by 12.
Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. But sometimes that plant foot, it just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
1st down, here's Swift. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. 2nd down now, 7 to go. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Williams from the gun. Has the connection to Odunze. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Williams will look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running behind center with Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
How many times, Kate, how many times do we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll run it with Swift. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Running with Swift out of the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Bears nearing their 1st win of the season. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Staying grounded with Swift. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Carney's kick is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
His return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Into the hands of Schultz. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Houston calls it second timeout. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Desperation time here on fourth. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Going to be a victory for the Bears as they drop to a knee here. Final timeout called by the Texans. Lining up to take a knee on second down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bears take this one on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.